Drums. Not the best demonstration. Let's try again. There we go. So, welcome to my new video, and it's about finger drumming in Ableton Push. But you don't, of course, need Ableton or Push to do this. You can do it in a sampler sequencer DAW of your choice and a 16-pad controller of your choice. I'm using Ableton and Push because they're really good. So, obviously, everyone's got their own way of doing this. Like any instrument, the best people are always the ones that use the most degree of idiosyncrasy and individual craft. So I'm just going to show you how I do it, because I've been making an album recently that's just got loads of it on it. And so where do we start? I've got the camera like placed right in front, so this is actually going to be quite hard. But basically, let's go through it, shall we? I'm using my thumb. I'm left-handed, by the way, so also I can play the drums in real life a little bit. But because I'm left-handed, it was a little bit difficult to really follow it up. So I took up the bass guitar instead. So really, this layout that I'm using is really going to be dependent on whether you're left or right-handed. If you're right-handed, you might want to think about doing it the other way around. But I'm having the kick here. By default, most of these 16-pad layouts seem to have the kick here and the snare here, which is okay with me. But a lot of people maybe go for this sort of thing. Whoops. Which is all very well, but when you want to start doing doubles, you have to actually hit it physically. Which is just stupid and sounds really unnatural. You want to bring a 16 beat in, 16 beat feel, which is why I'll explain it. So I'm doing the kick with my thumb like this. But I've also got my hi-hat here, which I'm doing with my second finger. And underneath, I've got the open hi-hat, which is choked with the first hi-hat, so I can go. But I could also bring in the other finger here to do that offbeat, because I'm doing eighth notes here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I want to bring in that 16th open, I can use the other finger. And I've also got my ride here. And if you're doing a straight 8 beat, then you can kind of, I'm bouncing between the kick and the snare, which I've got here, which I've actually got across all three here. So I can kind of do this. But that's just silly. So just in case I get a little bit lost, or if I want to not play so close together, I can do the snare over here. Also, so I can do 16th, double notes here. A tambourine there, I don't know why. So yeah, so if I was just going to do a straight sort of four to the floor rock beat, I might bring out some electronic beats later. I would probably do something like kick, hat. Sorry about my mic picking up the sound of my fingers hitting the desk. Just ignore it. Now, if I want to do a double kick, then that's when I need to bring in this thumb and index finger at the same time. But because I'm using the double with my index finger on a certain beat, I need to find another hand to do the snare. So I'm actually switching to the snare with my thumb. Can also do nice offbeat hats. Yeah, something like that. And so, yeah, and then I've got my toms. Yay, I'm Phil Collins! I'm not really. So I've got toms here and crashes here, which I can grab nicely with the kick up with the thumb. So let's maybe build a beat from scratch. Maybe explain it a little bit more about the layout. So looking at the screen here, I've got a blank, empty, blank. And I've got my lovely folder of vintage drum samples of recorded at 24-bit, which I got off BitTorrent, don't tell anyone. I really like the Boss DR660. Yeah, classic. Oh! 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 I've got more kicks than friends. Whew. That one. Whoa. Okay. Now I want a snare. Ooh. I want something a bit trap. I'm too old to really know what that is. Welcome to YouTube. I'm browsing snare sounds. That's a snare? No, it's not. All right, that one will do. Okay, now we need some hi-hat bizzle. Where can I get some hi-hats? No hi-hats on the Boss DR660. Probably in percussion, isn't it? That's nice. Whoa, let's put that in. Lovely clap there. Right. Oh. Oh. I just want a hi-hat, man. Wow. Let's put that in anyway for a laugh. Oh, tasty. All right. Okay. Oh, no, let's get right down here. Okay, so I've got hi-hat, kick, oh, snare, clap, and that, and that. So, hi-hat with the second finger of my left hand, kick with my thumb. And can I talk and play this at the same time? Snare. Tried to get a bit too funky and screwed it up. You can do it one hand. "16 beats on the snare. Sorry, on the hi-hat. Now, if you want to do doubles, as in 16s with the hi-hat and the kick, then you might need to bring in the thumb with the other hand. Hope you can see all this. This is actually quite difficult. I've never tried this. Ah, it's really hard. Maybe I'll try... Yeah, that's really hard. Don't try that. Just stick to 8ths and 16ths. What else is there left to explain? Like I say, if you are doing it right-handed, you probably might want to think about, basically, if you were one of those people like I was at school that drummed on the table. Then you probably got thrown out. So really, it's, you know, the hand that you start with is generally going to be your dominant drumming hand. Think of that as the foot that you would use to kick the kick on a drum kit. So for me, it's my left. I'm always going to start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So position your sounds conveniently to your dominant hand, which is why I'm saying if you're right-handed, which most people are, you might want to go ba ba da da ba ba da ba. But for me, I'm left-handed. But I mean, generally the layouts for sort of sounds that you get, I don't really understand. I see a lot of really cool people doing this on the internet where they're doing all this really fancy stuff. And so I just thought I'd have a go at it, and this is my kind of interpretation of it. But I can, you know, if I get into it, well, actually, the push I find is a little bit small for this kind of thing. I'm hoping to get machines soon, but I've got a M-Audio trigger finger under my desk, which is actually a little bit better, but the pads just aren't as good as the push. The pads are just like... almost like hitting a drum. So there you go. I hope you like that. I'm going to go back to the this drum kit because I like it better. Yeah, well, yeah, cheers, bye.